Oh, it's a super car, just super. It's one of the best ideas that Dodge has come out with.
The styling is just fantastic this year. I am very excited about this car, and I know we'll do extremely well with it.
I think it handles superbly. I really do. My opinion, I'm just tickled to death with it.
The torsion bar suspension on the front end. You have good handling, good roadability with the car. You feel like you're under control at all times.
The whole car is just great.
Those were Dodge salesmen, and they were talking about this car, the 1979 St. Regis. St. Regis is an important new statement in art and engineering from Dodge, and an important new product in your 79 product line. In the next 25 minutes, we'll see just how important St. Regis really is. We'll talk about the selling strategy behind it. We'll see a new 5-minute product presentation tape that you can show to your prospects. We'll see and hear from even more salesmen who've had an opportunity to test drive St. Regis. And finally, we'll see some ways to present and demonstrate this great new car to your prospects. First, let's talk about selling strategy and who the buyers are. Now, obviously, your most likely St. Regis prospects are those buyers with higher than average incomes who want distinctive appearance, room and comfort, and an innovative design that lets everyone know that they're not just one of the crowd. St. Regis is positioned to compete against the regular size Highline Ford, Chevrolet, and Pontiac models, Ford LTD, Chevy Caprice, and Pontiac Bonneville. Advertising and merchandising supports will reinforce the fact that St. Regis is an all-new car with distinctive appearance. It's loaded with engineering innovations and also has 6-passenger room, comfort, and luggage capacity. Now, let's see a new 5-minute presentation about St. Regis. You can show this section of the tape to your prospects. Use it in place of or in addition to the St. Regis section of the full-line Dodge tape that's already in your showroom. The tape concentrates on the innovative design and engineering that went into the making of St. Regis. And as you watch it, notice the way the individual product features are described in terms of customer benefits and what they really mean to the buyer in terms of comfort, convenience, and luxury. The challenge, to use the world's foremost automotive technology to design and build a totally new regular size car. With an all-new trimmer size that doesn't sacrifice 6-passenger room and comfort. With a ride that smooths out bumps but leaves in road feel. With built-in features like power steering, standard. Fade-resistant power front disc brakes, standard. And the proven performance of a TorqueFlite automatic transmission, standard. Include available manual or semi-automatic air conditioning with the power to really cool quickly and keep 6 passengers in comfort. And give it all new, distinctive, elegant, and artful styling. It all came together in the new 1979 Dodge St. Regis. St. Regis, an important new statement in art and engineering from Dodge. An all-new 6-passenger regular-size car on a highly maneuverable 118.5-inch wheelbase. With distinctive transparent headlamp covers. Deluxe full wheel covers. Aerodynamic flag-type outside mirrors. Individually adjustable 60/40 front seats with a passenger seat back recliner and convenient fold-down center armrest. And many more standard luxury features, such as power steering, a TorqueFlite automatic transmission, power front disc brakes, a convenient trip odometer, and even a full carpeted shelf panel for an added touch of St. Regis class. the 1979 St. Regis. Elegant, distinctive, and artful. Developed with Chrysler engineering expertise.
Another challenge of this all-new design was to maintain interior room without sacrificing the kind of comfort and convenience people have come to expect in a full-size Dodge. To do it, we actually designed the car around the passengers. This new Dodge St. Regis has more front seat headroom and legroom and more rear seat headroom than the 1978 Chrysler full-size models, and over 21 cubic feet of luggage space. In terms of roominess, the 1979 Dodge St. Regis has more total interior room than the 1979 Chevy Caprice, Buick LeSabre, Olds Delta 88, or Pontiac Catalina. The fabrics and materials inside the new St. Regis are some of the finest ever used in an automobile. Soft cloth and vinyl, and long-wearing, easy-to-clean all vinyl, it's also available. Seating is especially comfortable because the seat cushions are filled with deep foam rubber pads. Adding to interior comfort, the new available higher output air conditioning systems for these cars provide 26% greater capacity, quieter performance, and rapid cool-down rate.
This car was engineered to provide big car ride and handling, and the smooth, quiet ride still lets the driver feel the road. The wheelbase of the St. Regis is actually over 4 inches longer than the wheelbase of the new 79 Ford and Mercury models. The torsion bar front suspension system is especially designed for the size and weight of the car, and all components are isolated from the body by thick rubber bushings to trap and dampen noise and vibration before they reach the passenger compartment. The rear leaf springs are also just right for this car, especially a 6-passenger car, to take the weight of passengers and cargo, yet still provide a comfortable ride. One thing you'll notice is that it's a quiet car, with mastic, jute, and spray-on sound deadeners to seal out driving noises. Just how quiet? Listen.
Dodge St. Regis, with all new distinctive styling. Careful attention to luxury detail. 6-passenger room and comfort. And a smooth, quiet ride. Test drive the all-new St. Regis today and see how much more St. Regis really does offer. To see how the all-new Dodge St. Regis measures up to the competition, we asked salesmen from across the country to come to Atlanta Raceway to conduct a special preview comparison of the 1979 St. Regis, 1979 Caprice Classic, and 1978 Bonneville. The 78 Bonneville was used because it will have only minor changes for 79. Here's what the salesman had to say about St. Regis.
And what a lot of people look for is something new. And this is what the St. Regis is.
I like the styling very much. It resembles somewhat the Magnum, which is a very distinctive car.
We have the headlight covers that are transparent, that do flip down. That not only offers styling, but back in Colorado, where I'm from, we have a lot of gravel roads, and cars ahead will kick gravel into the front end. This will save a headlight a number of times.
It's a completely new car. The competition has the same body that they've had previously, and this is completely new.
Well, I think the most important thing is the styling of it. There's nothing comparable. Most of your GM products are the same as what they were the past year, the year before that.
I think this is great that they've moved the spare tire over into the side of the trunk. Looking at our competition over here, all of them have the spare tire right in the center of the trunk up front. Takes up the space of 2 or 3 suitcases.
The construction of our seats are made of steel spring, where I believe the General Motors competition cars have a foam pad on a metal slab.
Seat's comfortable, headroom's real good, plenty of leg room. Can't get over the visibility over the hood.
You feel like you got good firm control all the time, even those high bank turns.
Gauges are right on time. There's one thing in some of the other automobiles, the competitive models, that the gauges aren't totally visible through the steering wheel.
If it'll stand up to what we put it through here today, I know it'll do good on our super slabs and the back roads too.
Acceleration is super.
It's the type of car that most people are looking for. It's can seat 6 people very comfortably, has an excellent trunk space, and handles just superb.
I'll put it this way, I don't think taking the weight out of the vehicle harmed it a bit. I think it helped it a whole lot, because you got a quick vehicle, yet you still got a regular size vehicle. There's a lot of beef went to riding today, you know. We could go to Fort Worth and make a fortune.
It's just a terrific handling car. And my customers, I know, will like it as well as I do. I think we're going to have to get people to drive it, and if they do, they're going to like it.
I've driven all of them, and it's just a great car.
Now, let's summarize the major feature advantages of St. Regis over Pontiac Bonneville and Chevy Caprice Classic. St. Regis is an all-new car with unitized body construction and with front torsion bar and rear leaf spring suspension. Bonneville and Caprice Classic are essentially carryover cars for '79 with only minor changes. Both have separate body and frame construction, and both have coil spring suspension systems. St. Regis standard equipment advantages over Bonneville and Caprice Classic include all-around tinted glass, oil, temperature, and alternator gauges, and a 60/40 front seat with folding center armrest, all standard. St. Regis dimensional advantages include a longer overall length and greater overall width with a longer wheelbase and wider front and rear track. And St. Regis also has more total interior room as measured on the MVMA Roominess Index, more front and rear hip room, more front and rear shoulder room, and more trunk volume. We had a great time here in Atlanta, but now let's get down to business and talk about presenting and demonstrating this all-new car to your prospects. Remember what we said about the principal reasons to buy St. Regis. It's an all-new car with a distinctive appearance. It's loaded with engineering innovations and has 6-passenger room, comfort, and luggage capacity. There are several convincing ways to demonstrate those advantages to a prospect, ways that will help move him from just looking to let's see if we can make a deal. How or when you start your sales presentation is a matter of personal preference. What's more important is the way you present the St. Regis and sell the benefits of St. Regis product features. We know that styling is one of St. Regis' strong suits. So, a good place to begin selling the benefits is by describing the styling of St. Regis in terms of the added distinction and prestige your prospect will get from owning and driving it. Here's a 6-passenger luxury car that really looks different. It's not boxy. I've driven it myself, and believe me, people notice. No other car on the road has the styling of this all-new St. Regis. The transparent headlamp covers and swing-away grille give it a smart appearance. Even the hood ornament lets people know that it's new and different. A quick question like, what do you think about the styling, will let you know if you're on the prospect's wavelength. If you are, you can keep right on going. There's lots to show and talk about, like the classic pillar design, the standard tinted glass, the available full vinyl roof, and the available power sunroof. Remember, the St. Regis is an all-new car, so anything you talk about is news. But suppose your prospect is more practical-minded, more interested in St. Regis engineering, quality, value, and substance. Tell them to step inside the St. Regis, where the attention to quality and detail really comes through. There's a lot of quality and engineering inside under all this comfort and luxury. Take a little thing like the headliner, for example. It not only looks good, but it also works as an acoustical barrier to trap interior noise. Some of the finest fabrics and materials are used inside, and these seats have the kind of comfort that makes driving a pleasure. In fact, the seats are padded with thick foam padding over wire springs, the same way fine furniture is made. You can feel the comfort. The standard 60-40 split bench design also adds to driving comfort because the driver and passenger sections are individually adjustable. The passenger seat back reclines, and there's a convenient folding center armrest. Now, once your prospect is inside, demonstrate the added convenience of smart engineering throughout the St. Regis design, like the new turn signal lever control that now also puts the headlamp dimmer and windshield wiper controls right at his fingertips. Another feature that shows concern for driver and passenger comfort is the new air conditioning system. 2 systems are available this year: new semi-automatic temperature control and manual air conditioning, both with 26% greater cooling capacity and 6 outlets instead of 4. Even these new standard flag-type outside mirrors show some smart engineering. The new design helps eliminate the wind noise generated by wind whipping around the old-style round mirrors, so they help contribute to a quieter, more comfortable ride. And St. Regis combines all this engineering with 6-passenger room and comfort. Just one look and you can see that it's a 6-passenger car. There are 4 big doors, but the new thin pillar design makes it look sportier than other 4-door sedans. Inside, there's plenty of room and comfort for 6 passengers. Believe it or not, another way to show that the engineers designed the St. Regis to be a 6-passenger car is to look in the trunk. There's over 21 cubic feet of trunk space to carry golf clubs, family luggage, groceries, or camping gear. Even on the showroom floor, you can begin to sell the benefits of St. Regis' smooth, quiet ride by pointing out the standard radial ply tires and the combination front torsion bar, rear leaf spring suspension that works together to help tune out bumps and road irregularities. And remember to tell your prospect that the open road handling package is also available. It includes a firm feel suspension with specially tuned heavy-duty springs, a rear stabilizer bar, firm feel power steering, extra wide road wheels, and 70 series steel-belted radial tires for highway driving comfort and performance. And finally, remember to demonstrate the smooth, quiet ride of St. Regis to every prospect. One of the things we learned here at Atlanta Raceway is that St. Regis has a ride that must be experienced to be believed. So every prospect should be given the opportunity to take a demonstration ride, because driving St. Regis is believing. The St. Regis gives you a powerful new entry in the regular size market segment. Remember to sell the benefits and demonstrate St. Regis in every product presentation to every prospect. Use your SET product presentation tape and showroom sales aids whenever possible. St. Regis represents an outstanding sales opportunity for you in 1979. St. Regis puts you back in the regular size market. Sell it with all the sales skill and professionalism you have.